I hate it when they do this, sit there like that. I know I'm boring, but at least act semi-interested.
Embarrassing thing you've seen another teacher do?
The most embarrassing thing I've seen a teacher do is adding hot water to Nescafe diluted granules. That is not coffee. That is an abomination.
Lip sync battle. Let's be honest, it just looks stupid.
There was a teacher who came in one day, said to the class, "Shut up, I've got a hangover," sat on his chair, put his feet on his desk, lit a cigarette and told them to crack on with their work.
What's the worst excuse a student has given to you?
The worst excuse a student has given to me actually happened, I think, last week. They told me they were late to class because the Uber driver was late to deliver to the co-op.
I didn't know that's what I had to do when you've literally just told them.
Has being a teacher affected your view on having children?
No, because I already had 3 of them before I became a teacher.
It hasn't affected my view on having children as such. I mean, I always joke that, you know, when they ask me if you have children, I don't have children currently. I say, well, I've got 350 of you.
Not really, but it's probably stopped me thinking about adopting any of the kids I teach.
What do you talk about in the staff room?
We talk about all sorts. So if it's early in the morning, it'll be the traffic. How do we get here, you know? And then we'll go into the old British favourite, the weather, which we also love.
Kids, usually the badly behaved kids, a lot of head shaking.
What is your biggest student pet peeve?
Biggest annoyance? Probably that I hear someone talking while I'm trying to explain something.
I hate it when they do this, sit there like that. I know I'm boring, but at least act semi-interested.
Literally doing the opposite of what you've just told them to do.
What's the most difficult year group to teach?
I think they're not the hardest to teach, but the hardest to get on board if they're not coming here for the right reasons. It could be year 10 because they've come from different contexts.
Every year group can be difficult in its own way, but I did, going back quite a few years now, I did teach PE and I taught it to, for the first time, a year 1 class. And I said to them, line up on the line, thinking that's a simple enough instruction, without thinking there's lots of lines in the sport hall, so every single kid went and stood on a different line.
10s.
One piece of advice that you would give to a student at the Global Academy?
One piece of advice I'd give is, I think you probably heard this before, but you know, carpe diem, which is the Latin for enjoy your time here and make the most of your time here.
I'm going to take a leaf out of Mark's book, sit down, shut up and crack on.
It's dead simple. The facilities here are unbelievable, world class. You've got the radio studios, TV, all the kit, even, you know, the radio mics, things like that I'm wearing now. Most other places don't have that. You've got that opportunity to use it. Do not waste a second when you're in the building. The
favourite thing that I have about teaching is that, you know, you feel like you can help out people. You can have an impact in the development. And I think I don't see anything, at least in my view, more fulfilling than having, even if it's like a little percent or a little grain of sand that you've added to that person's life and their development. I think there's nothing more rewarding than that in the world.
Should I say holidays? They are good, let's be honest with you. I also like working here because all the equipment, the students, the things we get to do in a fantastic city like London and all the media opportunities is just fantastic.
When you see something, a piece of work that is a direct result of something that you've taught the student and you see it come back to you and it looks great or it sounds great or it reads great or, you know, obviously depends on what the thing is, but that's always really, really satisfying.